Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Their meeting in Super Bowl 49 was thrilling. What's in store here? The Pats and Seahawks are underway. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And they go play action with May. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Now he can exhale. His season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
The 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. They're going to throw. May. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Whoever the dime looked on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll throw with May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. begin with Henderson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Play action, May. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
From the gun, it's May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Hunter Henry. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are on the board here first in the season opener. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now, they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
37-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Stuck for a loss by Christian Barmore.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Darnold. And his throw is incomplete.
Intended for Cooper Kupp. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 14.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. First carry for Nick Chubb. shedding the tackle that gives him some room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the give here, Charbonnet. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Second and 5. Darnold. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Robert Spillane. And the Patriots force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Two yards to go, second down. May going to give it to Henderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw, it's May. That is caught. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
That is incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Second and 10. To the air, May. And pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. They'll send Brown in motion right. On first down, it's Henderson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Just need a yard here. Second and 1. On the draw, it's Henderson. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here's May. And he is going to be taken down. They got it. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Ernest Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing here is May. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, Boutte. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And that was off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Dobbs. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with May. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here in the next play. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know,
looking right side, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of buying him up defensively, and now he brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's May. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the... So this is going to come out to the 35.
Regulators. We regulate any stealing of his property. We're damn good, too. But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the, if you know what I mean, earn your keep.
Regulators! Mount up. It was a clear black night, a clear white moon. Warren G was on the streets trying to consume some skirts for the E, so I could get some phones. Rolling in my ride, chilling all alone.
Just hit the east side of the LBC on a mission trying to find Mr. Warren G. Seen a car full of girls, ain't no need to tweak. All of you search know what's up with 213.
So I hooked a left on 21 and Lewis. Some brothers shooting dice, so I said, let's do this. I jumped out the ride and said, what's up? Some brothers pulled some heat, so I said, I'm stuck.
Since these girls peeping me, I'm gonna glide and swerve. These looking so hard, they straight hit the curve. Want to bigger, better things than some.
Do you hear me, man? Don't be janking, man. You ain't got the bread, don't try to prank me, man. Back in the days, I was riding on them trinket things. Ice on my neck and my wrist with a blanket ring. I stay dripping, man, like a bad drain. Louis, Fendi, Gucci, Louis, do you hear me, man? Protected like the Pope, I'm saying this sincerely, man. You run up, you gon' get hurt severely, man.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Their meeting in Super Bowl 49 was thrilling. What's in store here? The Pats and Seahawks are underway. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's May. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Gets this complete to Butte. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to it.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Patriot first down.
Back to Stevenson on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd down and 6 now. On play action, May. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now it's Darnold. It's the electric return man getting involved in the passing game, Rashid Shaheed.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
On the carry, Charbonnet. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Here's Darnold. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Pats are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dive set, so everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Looking to throw. May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. They'll throw with May. And that's too tall for his receiver. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal. And this one is right through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points. Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Seattle on a pickup at 13. So a good grab there, and here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week. And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry. No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. 2nd and 7. To throw is Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Darnold. He had a man open, but missed him, and it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put it. And he's going to go down. He's backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
Looking to put a drive together. And they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
There's Charbonnet once again. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That's good.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
Now Darnold. He'll get that to Charbonnet. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. That is caught. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. To the left side, catch made by Arroyo. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. And it pushes way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Second and 4.
To the air, May. This is caught. It's Brown. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First down, Patriots.
Play action, May. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing here is May. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. To throw, it's May. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's May. Open man, the tight end Henry. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. They'll throw now on the final play. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's Darnold. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
4 yards. That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 27.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 27. Up the middle, it's Chubb. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now run by Charbonnet. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 11 yards there. First down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Darnold now to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right? To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
And I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
First down.
On play action, May. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A.J. Brown, 58 yards. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2.
12, Patriots 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, some strong running. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They go up the middle with Chubb. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 4. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And they'll run on 3rd down with Charbonnet. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. Myers' kick is good. And that's going to help the lead to 15-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. 9 not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Looking to throw. May. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Under pressure, and they get to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Got him in. It's Brown. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll throw with May. And pass complete. Here's Butte with it.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Seahawks 38-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Second and 6 coming up. From the shotgun, it's May. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I mean, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They'll try and throw for it with May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. They'll get this one to cut complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and that should just about do it. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
At the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, it's Charbonnet. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
12 at the 13-yard line.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And Chubb will try the middle here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So the victory here for Seattle. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to.